Cool. There we go. Okay, so let's set speed here. Original step speed equals. I think we're going to have to do inherit from base enemy with these guys too, so I'm just going to set that up. Object base enemy, and of course we'll go event inherited here. Original step speed. Julio's supposed to be a little bit faster, let's say 7. And let me look at object base enemy real quick to see if, or let's just look at boss 1 real quick to see and make sure that inner screen speed is set to 10. Okay. Okay. Let's do a similar enter screen speed. Word. That was 10, so let's set this guy to 15, just trying it. Speed equals enter screen speed. And original step speed 7, and that'll be fine to leave that way. So, and then last but not least, setting direction. We don't need to set speed here anymore, so direction here equals 135. This is going to be in the northwest direction from the bottom right of the screen. Coming from southeast, he's heading northwest. King 10910, what up? Hey man, I was watching you call with Rami yesterday. Gotta be going. Alright, Retro Rusty, take it easy, man. Sweet. Alright. Haha, yeah, definitely, man. I like to follow whoever calls in. I usually try to find them on Twitter and Twitch and see if I can follow, and just you know, kind of generally interested in you know, game devs in general. And Rami always has a really good stream. He's really incredibly knowledgeable about indie development, man. It's just insane. Love watching him. So. And if anybody's wondering who I'm talking about, I think it's at the Rami, who should be twitch.tv/the-Rami. When he's on, he's really good. Let me see if that's the right stream. Yep, that's it. What did you think of the game I was working on today? The one that you were talking with Rami about? Help refresh my memory. Because I think you had some basic questions. I didn't. If you're asking about if I saw your stream today, I didn't get to see your stream today. If you were working on that, but share your game with me though. Let me know what it's about. You dodged, that's it. Kappa. Oh, is this the... No, that was... I was thinking about somebody else. Somebody was talking about picking up boxes from the environment and throwing them at bosses, but I don't think that's what yours was. dodging, I mean, that's not a bad idea, like just having a game that you dodge the entire game. Yeah, they are really awesome. Vlambeer is their development company. Nuclear Throne, yep, Nuclear Throne. That's one of their recent games. That's really nice, really simple. Well, I should say, it doesn't look like it's they've like over put a lot of extra thought into it, though they may have. Their mechanics and just kind of everything that they have going with that, and the weapons that you can pick up and the enemies that they have are just like, yeah, it works. It makes sense. It's not like overly complicated, so I love it. All right, so let's see if, first of all, I'm going to keep moving here. Keep talking to me, guys. Keep asking questions. If I'm going to see if I've got this working the way we need it set up, and see if boss comes in as expected. I got to make sure when we press start it goes to enemy test, and I may have to set a few level variables before we actually hop in. So give me a second to focus. Scripts, room controls, set level vars. I think I'm going to have to go here. Set some variables. Case. Enemy test. Break. And I'm going to just keep a lot of this. No, it's all good, man. I love talking to you guys, so anytime you guys want to talk, I'm definitely open to it. So restart, level 3 complete, level 3 end. Actually, I don't even know if I need these right now. I don't think I do off the top of my head. I definitely need this guy right here. I probably want to look at the persistent controller. Object. Oh man, just got a follow. King10910, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Griffin Aerotech School of Aviation. I didn't see my guy say I've got a bot in here and it doesn't seem to be responding. Bot down. Let me try to restart it here, guys. But thanks for the follow again, King10910. Appreciate that. No bot here. Bot? There's bot. You got commands for me, bot? There they are. Cool. So if you want to see some commands that are possible, go ahead and type commands and he'll whisper to you. So if you don't get any response from him, you probably have to follow him, I think. So sorry about that if it doesn't work automatically, but he whispers to you. Alright. I don't know why he wasn't there initially. I wonder if every time I stop the stream that I have to restart the bot. Alright. So one more change I gotta make in scripts. Press start is going to go to okay, press start is going to go to instead of this guy, room enemy test, and we're good there. I'm going to add one more case to this case room enemy test. Okay, and then one more change, which is I want to look at the persistent controller, which is right here. Get game defaults. Let's look at that. So sorry guys, I've got a couple pieces that I just need to make sure are in place for this new room, and still I'm not even sure if it'll work 100%. So I'm sure I'll start it up and have a couple bugs, but once I get it up and running, it's going to be super helpful for testing the boss. So I don't have to run all the way through the entire boss, all the way through the entire level just to get to the boss each time. So I'm looking for these specific scripts that I need.
I'm glad to see that they were able to add durable bandages in here. I think that's going to be a key selling or running point.
This looks amazing. An ensuite bathroom has a lot of value.
Wow, that is absolutely phenomenal.
Story points, insert coin, press start. Alright, let's just see what we got here. If everything is working, we'll see Julio go across the screen from bottom right to roughly top left, and he'll just immediately fly across the screen. And maybe if this is also working, which I think I've got a couple more pieces to modify. I'm gonna have to, if it is working, we'll see Skycurser fly across the screen, but not sure that we're going to see that immediately. Okay, so we didn't have a black background like I had hoped we would have automatically, and apparently there's something that I'm missing off of one of these that I need to drop in. Probably in the background level one. Create instead of the controller. So the background here is level 1. Create event. I don't see a dropping in of the black background. What about the persistent controller? Controller room operator menu.
Very nice design element, but all of the other ones try to utilize some sort of outdoor eating space. This one disregards that notion altogether and just goes with seating instead.
Alright, let's just go ahead and drop it in here. Object. So instance create 00 objects. Background black. Boom. So we have black background. Just to make the screen black. Also, something I thought was really odd there. Probably going to need to inherit on the draw event, since this is inheriting from the base controller. I think I'm going to need to have the draw event here and just have this guy inherit. I wanted to look at the step event. Still looking for the reset script. Here it is. Reset room. That's not the exact one I'm looking for. Reset game. Okay, let's restart here. At least we got, at least we know immediately. You know, we're in the room. We don't have to go all the way through the level to see where we're at. SuppyBot. No, I'm using AnkBot. It is really good, man. I've tested a lot of bots. This one is good. I don't know about SuppyBot. I haven't seen SuppyBot. But I know AnkBot is like a baller bot compared to a lot of other bots. Okay, so obviously we're not getting Skycurser populated in there. Let me just keep looking at these for a minute. Controller room level 1, background level 1, cloud controller, and enemy generator. So I don't think I need the enemy generator, but let me just look at what we got here. Ooh. No, we should be good. We good. Background. Let's look at that one. Okay, yep, I'm familiar. Nothing there. Everything's got to be in the. Let's see what we're working with here. Base controller, room init. Gonna go look at that script. Controllers, room, base. Here it is. Okay, room get name, room level 1. Set level variables, arg0 equals the room controller object. Set level vars, script guy lives. That's important. Let me go look at that one. I know that one's important. Yeah, AnkBot is fancy. Room level 1, room level 2. Yeah, how about, or room get name, room equal to room enemy test. So any of those, good with that. Level audio, not really concerned about that at the moment. Let me look at this set level vars one more time. Stream's still buffering a ton for me now, but I'm not worried about restarting. Don't want to keep distracting you. Good to know. Sorry, bro. Sucks. Trying. Gotta keep tweaking. I'll do that later. Okay. Set level variables. This looks good to me here. Okay, base controller, attract mode, reader, press start. I think that is simply for drawing, insert coin, press start, and it is. Look at the step event here. Okay, that's all looking good to me. Let's do one more piece here, which is the step event, step, control drop, event inherited, good. Okay, so I think I'm going to need some of this similar code here. Yeah. This is going to be what I need in order to get Skycurser to fly in. And I'm going to change some variables here. These are going to be similar to the variables that I set in set level vars, so let's go look at that real quick. So my set level vars are here. Level 1 complete. This will be level test complete. Global.level 1 start. Test. Okay. And these I level completes, I'm going to remove. These are unnecessary. Level complete draw. You okay?
Yeah, it's a cycle. Cycle?
Looks like I need a. Where's the global level complete draw at? Must be in the persistent controller. I'm going to walk away from that for now, thinking that it will be there. Well, I'm setting it right here, so it shouldn't hurt anything. But I need a timer. I need to set that to 0 inside of the create event here. Okay, that's done. Maintain score. Level test complete. Level complete draw. Okay. Oops. Go to level 2. No. Let's go to, let's just say level 1 for now, but I don't expect us to be messing with that, really. But this should do the generation. And so we're going to go look at script Skycurser gen controller. And script Skycurser Gen. And this is what causes Skycurser to fly across the screen. I'm just making sure I've got all the variables necessary here. Looks like we're going to be good. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got here. We can't be too far off. So what's the 200 follower giveaway? Free flight to Indiana to play on an official cab? That would be tight. That would be tight. That would probably be like the that'd probably have to be like the 1,000 follower giveaway or something. 200 follower giveaway could be a print, a Skycurser print. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, got an error. That's good. We're farther along. Copy. So it thinks we don't have lives left. So here's what I was talking about. The official print. I'll show it to you. So good. Yeah. So this is one of 3 prints. I don't think I'll give this one away because I'm one of 3 guys who have one of these 3 prints. But we have another set of no more than 60. And now I'm having a hard time getting it back up.
What happened? How did it fall?
I was just showing the stream. Boom. Okay. So got it. But we have a very similar one of these that is like a gray print on this, and it looks really good. So it's basically a silver version of this. This is gold. That one's silver. So and I know we've actually sold some of those, and so we'd probably give one of those away. I know we have 60 of those printed. And it's not really a print. It's I forget exactly the process it is. It's a graphic screening. I think that's what it's called. A silk screen. All right. We also have some T-shirts that are a possibility too. And I think you said you already have one of the T-shirts, but yeah, any one of those could be an option. Persistent controller reference, OP lives per credit val. That should have gotten it. I'm not really sure why it didn't. Because I'm pretty sure in the persistent controller, in the create event, we pull all those in. Get game defaults. Get game defaults. Looking for get game defaults. Okay, tired of searching. Gonna just I know there's a quicker way to do it. I just don't know. I don't remember what the hotkey is. I think it's like F10 or something like that. I should have had OP lives per credit val populate that, but for some reason yeah, so by default it's 3. But it should also even be overwritten by the default of the settings inside of the operator menu. Read the op menu INI values. And I thought that was exactly the same. Alright, I'm going to try this one more time. I know it thinks it's missing global.lives left, but I'm not really sure. Maybe I need to see how this is called. I think it's going to be inside persistent controller, or inside the controller I just set up for this room. So control stack is through object controller persistent, then script guy lives. It calls script guy lives from line 18, passes self in, and then doesn't have a reference to it. Let's go look at persistent controller. So it hits this and doesn't know what to do. Room step. Grr. I think it hits the set level vars. You got the Dia Hero t-shirt. Yes, I remember you saying that the other day. That's tight. I probably literally need to hit set level vars as soon as, well, set level vars may actually be set in base controller room. Let's go check that. I know I've seen it already, but I'm just trying to remember. One place. Base controller room in it. Yep. The room controller object. So there's two locations that Script Guy Lives gets called from. It gets called from here and the persistent controller step event. So how is this populating properly for level 2? Is it something I'm setting by default? Let's go look at the controller script. Rooms, room level 2, init. I don't see it here. Don't see it there. Yep. Reset room should just set a couple of variables. Room enemy test. That's correct. Yeah, so literally the second that it gets instantiated, this controller room object. Ah, I know what the issue is. I know what the issue is. The room needs a copy, just like these rooms have a copy of the controller. This room needs a copy of its own controller, and we need to reset the size of this room. I noticed that was off as well. Room speed is 60, and we drop in this guy. Boom. Cool, let's do it. Okay, so this is really good. We don't see Julio in here yet, but that doesn't mean he didn't fly in. His depth may be off, so we're gonna have to adjust that real quick. And we don't have him stopping anywhere either. So test room, thumbs up. We're in a good spot. Okay, so I know for sure a couple things I'm gonna have to do in here. First things first, we're gonna do a switch case. So I think that is correct. Let's go look at that. Boss 2J, Boss 2C. Yep. There's not really a need to set. I mean, setting the depth on this guy is kind of pointless because he doesn't really show himself. He's a combination of Julio and Cesar. So then we'll just say arc1 equals anything less than 1,000. So we'll just say 100. I think would probably be good. What is Skycurser set to? Looking for Skycurser. I thought Skycurser would be right in here, but I guess not. Anyway, it looks like 100 is probably going to be just fine. In fact, we're going to have this guy on level 2, so he needs to be in front of the shipyard. So I'm looking for the shipyard, which is this guy right here. And F0 is 95, F1 is 191, so he actually needs to be like, let's just put him at 150 between the gate and the shipyard. So I wonder how that'll look with the shipyard gate there, but that's okay for now. We'll tweak this as we need to. So one other thing I need to modify is in the enemies scripting. And actually, I probably need to modify the helper that gets all the objects for the room. That lets all the weapons know that they can connect with each of these objects. And I'm also wondering if I didn't see object boss, if we didn't see Julio and Cesar, mainly because they're not inheriting the draw event. So we got to check that here in just a minute. But I'm looking for get object group. Here it is. So bosses for level 2 is going to include object boss 2 and Julio and Cesar. And actually, boss 2 is again going to be invisible, so we just want the weapons to be able to connect with these guys. So, and then the last piece of this will be case.
I'm so sorry. But I'll be okay because I know that I'm doing the best I'm doing all right.
Case, what is this? Room, get, name. Oh, sorry. We've already set up the switch. This just needs to be room enemy test. Break. And we'll do the same thing in here. We will do the same logic. Switch argument 1. Might have to catch the VOD stream lagging out hardcore for me. No! Cool. Alright. Enemies, enemy weapons, bosses, boss weapons, obstacles, backgrounds. Okay. Cool. Oh, dude, no worries.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Excuse me? No, this is all my fault. I should never have let this happen. What happened? Are you even ready for this commitment? Are you, Colin? Because you know what? Maybe my father is right. What is that supposed to mean? You sure?
Okay. So I've got most everything added that I think I need to add here. I want to look at object base enemy real quick to see if it sets up flash counter max, and all those different variables. That's going to be under the base enemy init script. Flashing, flash counter. Yep. Good. Okay. Let's try this.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is see if this guy gets generated. And then also see if he starts picking up that his parent has been set. And then one other thing I wanted to do was set the, I realized I didn't set the depth on this guy. Or the other guy. Which could play into why we're not seeing him. Try again. So we can see there through the debug message that he was generated and he was moving across the screen. However, not seeing him. So it either has something to do with the fact that the draw event is not doing what it should be doing, or the fact that I mean, I don't think I need to make this guy have all the same items as the other ones. I'll just go ahead and drop a step and a draw event in. Okay, last but not least, man, he does have a sprite connected to him. Let's put this in the center of the screen. And let's move this so that it's 125, 35, 45. Yep. 25. Or 5. There we go. 145, 105. See if this guy needs edited. Let's move his Y position up to 85, 84, and 140. Boom, right on the eye. I'm wondering if that had anything to do with it. Us thinking that we should be seeing it. Just keep troubleshooting here. Oh, there he is. I saw him fly on screen. What's going on here? Oh, I got it. Hey, get over here. His animation is definitely messed up. I'm not controlling his animation, I should say. But I would expect, based on where we set that up at, let's give him a direction to go to a specific spot on screen. That would probably, the good thing is we saw him, so we know the draw event is working as expected. Let's give him a very specific point to go to, though. Instead of direction 135, let's do a dynamic direction, which is going to be I have to look up I'm having a hard time remembering the name of the method. Okay, just get me there. Point direction? Yes. Okay. So we'll change this up a little bit. Point direction, current X and Y for this guy. And the place that we want him to be is, let's just say, center of the screen on the right hand side. So the X position will be room width divided by 4 times 3. And the Y position will be room height divided by 2. Okay, so now we're going to then do a calculation that'll say if distance So just setting up some variables here so that I can reuse them in more than one place. X position, Y position. And if distance is less than or equal to 5, maybe even make that 10, but we'll see. We could always slow down speed, but I think this is probably fine the way we've got it. Cool, I think that'll do it. He'll just fly again. He'll just fly on immediately, even before Skycurser gets on screen, which is fine. Okay, boom, baller, got it. Alright, now to work on his animation, we're just going to put a script in here. That's good. I'm not going to deal with this anymore, don't need the debugging. Script boss 2J animation. I'm just trying to keep my naming conventions consistent. One other thing I want to do here is slow down the image speed for these guys. Obviously it's way too fast. Let's just try 0.2. Cancel, don't close. Cool. And we'll do the same thing for boss 2J. Or boss 2C. Which doesn't have anything yet, so let's just leave him alone for now while we're still working on boss 2J. Okay, so now I'm just setting up the different animation, pieces for Julio. So I got to call out what each one of these are. I don't like the way this is moving inside of this. I mean, it should almost be like all in one place. It's all moving back and forth. It should literally just be changing the sprite in the same location. So I'm probably going to have to work with Chris on that. Let's call this action. So I see my first animation stops at sub image 11, so if it gets past 11 I reset it to 0 so that it just loops, and that's if I haven't changed the action. So when I change the action to something else, say for instance spitting, looks like that's the whole action. I don't think this is part of this. (23) and 17 look exactly the same. I'm trying to determine if they're point of origin or if they're basically in the exact same location or not. They look like it. Yeah, I'm gonna call that the exact same location. And it looks like an intermediary, like when it's switching. Because it doesn't really look like it's part of this animation. It just looks like it's an in-between animation. So I'm gonna call this animation spit. Greater than, I think 17. Oh, let's make that greater than 16. So spit, I'm gonna leave 17 and 23 alone for now. Let me read this scripting real quick. Punch phase. Shooting 8 spit bullets up into the air off screen. After a few seconds, 8 bullets then fall back down from the left-hand side of the to the right-hand side of the screen, forcing the player to either dodge the bullets or destroy them with the katana. As the bullets are falling, Julio will move up and down. Okay, so that makes sense. Past his hit points, will give the player a raspberry and restarts his loop. Okay, I don't know what a raspberry is, but so we'll call this one spit vertical. Okay. What's next? Raspberry is like when you stick your tongue out and blow. Ah, that's what it is. Got it. Good call, dude, because that's exactly one of his movements. So what happened? Did you restart? Did you restart the stream? Is it doing all right now? Okay, this one looks like fist, punch. (27), 24 through 27. Let's call this jab. I need to turn this into a script. Obviously, I'm writing a lot of duplicate code here. The script would just have 2 parameters, and I would pass in the high and the low, and then it would just reset to the low automatically. That's what I need to do. I'll do that. I've got a lot of scripts that need updated in that way for this. I said 27. At least I think it's been doing fine for a few minutes, but I think I'm a bit behind. Fine with me though, as long as it's smooth. Not too far behind. If you just responded to that, you're probably only 10-20 seconds behind. So alright, so we got the jab. Here's the raspberry. 29 through 39? Yeah. I think that's part of it. 29 through 39. Okay, next one, uppercut, 41 through 43. through 43, I mean, I'm not too sure about this guy right here. I'm not even really using him. I'm just gonna call this like relax. Where's that script that I just wrote? Here we go. Because I think 17 was a good. Yeah. If it doesn't equal 17, let it equal 17. Maybe bob up and down a little bit, but I think that's probably going to be good for now. Normal, spit. I thought I did spit vertical here. I guess I copied this on accident. Spit, spit vertical, jab, raspberry, uppercut, relax. So those are all the different animations inside of that sprite. And so the action by default will just be normal. So let's watch that. He should just fly on and just kind of hang out for a minute. Aha. Guess I didn't pass argument 0 in to boss animation, so let me do that real quick. Step event, and it'll simply just be self. Play. What in the world? Wrong boss. Wrong boss, yo. Why did that boss come in? Boss 2J animation. Not like the sprite changed. I wonder if that was a fluke. We'll check that again here in a second, but let me just verify that the controller is set up to call him in correctly, and that somehow that didn't change. Boss 2. So we gotta make sure boss 2 is calling in the right. Boss 2J, boss 2C. Looks right to me. Surprise Gaki, yeah. Oh wow. Gaki, what are you doing here, man? Why?
Yeah, oh gosh.
Let's remove this guy. I'm wondering if this guy is causing some odd behavior. Let's try this again. Gaki, what are you doing here, man? You've overstayed your welcome. Boss 1, Boss 2, no Sprite, Sprite Boss 2J. What instance am I passing with Self? I guess that could cause some unexpected behavior, but Self should be a copy of Object Boss 2J step, or Object Boss 2J. That's what it should be. What's this one? Now the other thing is, I don't know, let's first of all, I'll just pass in Object Index, and let's output what that is. I mean, the thing is, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. I think I just passed in the object index, so alright, we're about to find out what it is. Volume. Oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I know what's happening. Okay, so I'm controlling sprite index here when I should be controlling image index. Man, so freaking annoying. It was it was normal, and so it was grabbing 0, and I guess Gaki is 0, so completely my own mistake. Again, I need to update these with a script because there's so much duplicate code right here. Alright, let's try again. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Alright. So that's in a really good spot. Let's see what we can do to... Let's see what we can do to get the bullets to connect with these enemies. Enemies. That's awesome, man. All right. Don't really think I need a step event here. Create event, yes, I do need. Step event right now is not necessarily... Well, I'm sure I'll probably need it here in a few minutes, but main thing here is giving boss 2 a max HP, and that's probably what we're missing right now. Max HP equals, I don't know, 5,000, something stupid right now. HP equals max HP. Multiple copies in a cab if I had the dough. Yeah! Alright. So he has max hit points here. Now what we need to do is determine if, which we should already be doing through our engines here. If I mean, I added the helpers to script get object group, and I'm in room enemy test. Am I missing something here? Yeah, super simple. And then you just decrement HP when a bullet or weapon collides with the enemy. Alright. But I always set max HP in case I want to determine, you know, if the enemy is down to, you know, half HP or something. All right. Get object group. Let's see where this is called. Weapon step. Ah, here we go. This is what I'm missing. So I'll want to add one thing to this for later, because when boss comes in, I don't want to forget to have him in here. And then add my other piece here. Looks a bit gothic. What genres is this game? Yeah, shoot 'em up. Classic meat on metal, using the words that we have. Funny. It's like retro though. Alright. So it's definitely not like early 90s. It's like early 90s feel. Okay, let's try this. I think we might do it right here. This might allow us to connect any of our weapons to the enemy. And if this is set up correctly, we'll see the enemies, we'll see the enemy flash periodically, and then this would theoretically be decrementing HP. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Look at that. Oh man. That looks really cool. Okay. Splatterhouse. Yes, I've played Splatterhouse. UN Squadron King. I don't think I've played that yet, but I've had a couple other people ask me that as well. I'll have to check it out. Definitely on my list of shmups to check out. I think that's a shmup. Alright, so we're good there with Boss, and we're connecting with him. It looks like theoretically he has 0 hit points because why did I think he had 0 hit points? What was it that made me think that? Oh, because I did not mean to click that. Quarter hit points of Gaki. So it's almost like these guys have separate sets of hit points. So I'm going to give them each 3,000 hit points. And go... And so in that way, I won't decrement the hit points. I won't decrement the hit points on Boss 2. I'll decrement the hit points on each one of these guys. So in that way the special won't build up so quickly. Alright, let's try. I'm gonna leave that guy alone for a minute. So yeah, let's try this one more time. Play. Yeah, so now my specials aren't building up. And I've noticed I'll make a comment right now that whenever I slash with the katana, yeah, he blinks as he should, but the effect always occurs on top of Skycurser, and that's a known bug that I have to fix. So, and now he's below 0 hit points because, again, I'm building up my specials. Love it. Alright. Had a dog co-pilot mission control, greatest feature in my opinion. Yeah, boy. Alright. So I think we're in a good spot, guys. I think we are in a real good spot. For today's stream, we were able to show the progress made from the previous stream to today's stream, and at this point I can even pull in the boss on level 2 at the end of this stream, since we just got it all pulled in and working. Yeah, it does. Since we got him pulled in and working, I'll just go ahead and add him really quickly to the controller for the enemy generator on level 2, and we'll pull him in at, so we're in the shipyard. We'll go story point builder, pull this guy in, and I'll call this boss 2, and we need to go update the story point builder real quick. So let's do that. Enemies, we're in scripts. Thought that would be right there, but it's probably under controllers enemies. There it is. So we need to update the enemy gen helper, and we're going to add our new boss. object boss 2, or let's just call him boss 2, right? And argument 2 is the position point, and the object index, and the time. So we're at least past 190 here. Let's go ahead and create this at 205, and then we'll do a script end level at once boss 2 is eliminated. But for now, it's going to be kind of a workaround for boss 2 being eliminated. We'll do let's go look for this enemy level 2 boss 2 Julio.
Did you hear that paper sheet just filled for you?
No. Alright, so we'll say global dot boss 2 count plus. And I need to make sure global.boss2 count is set in the first place. And what do we call this one right here? We call this guy ambulance infected, so let's look for him, and then we'll set our other guy wherever he's set. It looks like he is set in the, likely in the, I don't think it's any of these. I'm still looking, probably here. Yep. Global.boss count 2 equals 0. Call this a script. So we had the position set up, so let's go ahead and grab that from the test room, right? It's right here, this exact position. So we'll go over to controllers, enemies, level 2, ambient writer position helper. Let's do script boss 2 position helper, and let's just spell everything out here. Script boss 2 position helper, argument 0 equals position point, var arg 0 equals argument 0, and then just say right here switch for now. I mean, there's not a real big reason to do this. Arg 0 is the position point. The reason why there's not a real big reason to do this is because there's likely only ever going to be one of these bosses on screen at once. So that'll generate him exactly where we want him to be. We are basically making that mirror all of our other position helpers. Copy this, drop this in place, and that should generate him on screen as we hope to. And cancel, I need this open for a minute. So if if global.boss2 count is less than 0. And we'll grab a timer here and make sure that the timer is at least past the time that we generate this guy, which will be, say, 210. Starting at 210, check and make sure that boss count is less than 0, and then anytime after that, if he is less than 0, go ahead and end the level. One other thing we can do right now, since we only have Julio being a boss counter, or contributing to the boss count, when Julio dies, we'll make him get destroyed. Step event. If HP less than 0 with self instance destroy, and in the destroy event we will add for now, we'll just say global.boss2 count equals 0 on destroy. That should allow the level to end. So let's go modify our room script that allows us to start on level 2 and just play through on level 2 and see how far we get, and we should see the boss at the end. We should also see him get destroyed and taken off screen, and then the level finish. So if we have gotten that far, we will have made serious progress today. Oops. Alright, play. Okay, and of course I don't have any scripting for enemies here yet. I will add that a little bit later. The main thing that I wanted to do here, as you see there are no enemies, but the main thing I wanted to do while I was scripting this out so far, and the enemies are going to be so easy to add. We've got the story point builder that just adds the enemies automatically, but we wanted to make sure that all the transitions were correct here. All the transitions are correct. We should see Julio pop on screen here any minute if all is correct. Julio, where are you? You there? Julio, where'd you go? So I've probably just got one piece missing. And I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but I'm curious to go check it out. Alright. I wanna nail that before I'm done for today. So controllers. Haha. Enemies, enemy generator, step event. Boss 2, go into the story point builder script. It's under controllers, enemies, multi-level story point builder. Pull up enemy gen helper. It's got to be related to the I wonder if it's related to this right here, the initial thing that gets set up at the very beginning. What story point do we go to here? 62, 63, 64, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's story point number 87. This should be story point number 88. And I need to see the enemy generator create. I've got up to 90 story points, so if any of my counting is off and Julio happens to be number 91, then he wouldn't get generated. 0, 1, no, this would be, yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 64, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 91. Which that would literally be the last one because it's a 0 based index. So I need to add let's just do 5 here, 0 through 95. And that is probably the reason why he didn't show up. This is actually 92. This is 91, and I noticed. So I'm just saying I noticed my counts were off here, but I'm not going to deal with it right now. Got a hungry baby. Got a crying baby here. Alright, let's go back in and see if we can get him generated. I think literally that should be the only reason why he wasn't showing up. I did want to check the step event, make sure everything should have passed correctly. Boss 2, I wanted to see script enemy gen helper, which says boss 2 here. Boss 2 position helper, looks like it's passing correctly. It should be passing argument 2, which is literally the number 1 there. And I want to check that real quick, mainly so we don't get in game and we're waiting for it to happen again. Argument 0, switch case, switch arg 0, case 1, which is the position point. Everything looks right there. Okay, so cool. I think literally the only reason why it didn't work is because I was out of scope with my allowed story points for level 2. So my story point builder system is a little bit complex, but it allows me to basically build a timeline and have story points on that timeline, and generate enemies, very specific enemies at specific positions at a specific point in time.
Dad,
Yeah.
look. Her legs are all.
Aww.
Your legs all mixed up in here. You're gonna all get okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright. Oh, there. There you go. There you go. Was that upsetting? Was that upsetting? Hi. Hi. Oh, good. Good. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so again, transition is set up. We're just waiting for the animations to finish so we can prove that it's working. And we know it is because we already saw it working a couple times. Eventually I'm going to make it so that if you collide with this, with the bridge section right here, that you're going to blow up, but I don't have that built in yet. Now, let's hope. There he is. There he is. Hey there, buddy. How's it going, man? Die, sucker. He's not below 3,000 yet. I don't see his hit points dropping, which is... There we go. Now I should finish the level. You gonna let me finish? You gonna let me finish? Boss 2 count 0. So I don't have that mechanism set up correctly yet. I should have done it, but I'm kind of surprised. So, not to worry. Probably be played on 1690. Do you have any idea what you might put in the empty sidebar space? I think the permanent cockpit HUD would be cool, although it might not look too great off to the side. I think we're literally just planning on extending the backgrounds, and we could do it. It wouldn't actually be too hard to do right now. Alright, so when Julio dies, boss 2 count should have dropped to 0, because boss 2 count only incremented, unless this is happening more than once, which it shouldn't be happening more than once. I think I proved that earlier when I was looking at some previous debug messages. Additionally, we could just immediately destroy boss 2J and boss 2, but I don't know if I want to do that. Room step counter greater than or equal to 210. Wonder what that was at. And global less than 0. Come on. No wonder he would never be less than 0. That would be it. Okay, let's try again, peeps. Last time, we're just trying to get it to finish the level. At that point, we basically have level 2 in place, all the little, controls and triggers in place. But then I need to continue working on the scripting, and what I'll do all that in the test room. We have no collision with Skycurser on that guy yet. That's alright, no worries. Easy update. Boom. Mission complete. Love it. That's it. Okay, so what did we accomplish today? We accomplished setting up a test room, which is going to be really good for just testing all the scripting for boss, so we don't have to fly to the end of the level. We did set up all the triggers for ending level 2, so as soon as he's defeated, we will level 2 will be done. Yeah, so as soon as we get the scripting in place, everything will be ready, and level 2 will be basically ready to end as soon as boss is defeated. Yeah, so we got Julio in, we got to get Cesar in. I'm pretty sure that it's going to take a lot of time to do the scripting, and I may need a couple things modified, just kind of based on where we're at right now, but we'll see. I think those were the main things. Really big though. The test room is going to be huge. Should have had that set up a long time ago. I can't remember who recommended that recently, but thanks to whoever recommended that. If you're watching the stream, if you're watching the video on Twitch, or if you see it on YouTube, thanks for the recommendation. I'm gonna definitely give props to those who swing by and give their support. So King10910, thanks for the follow today, man, and thanks for coming in and hanging out. P-Dog Jr., as you have been the last several streams, thanks so much for coming in and supporting. I really appreciate the conversations and just the general support. So thanks a lot, guys, and hopefully I'll be able to stream again soon. I definitely just want to get these guys knocked out, and and basically call it a wraps on mission 2. I think we might do some modifications, obviously, to the scripting on the bridge, and maybe the ebb and flow of the scripting throughout the level. But at that point, after the scripting is done for the boss, you basically are just tweaking at that point. You're just tweaking small pieces of the level at that point. So we're in a really good spot. So thanks a lot, guys, and I will catch you guys next time.